Let's talk about the planning phase of a project. Once the initiation phase is complete, the project can then move to the planning phase. This planning phase is essential to create a project roadmap that the whole team can follow. It is at this stage that all the details are exposed and the objectives are defined in order to meet the requirements of the client company. In general, during this phase, the project manager will have to create a project plan, develop a plan to manage project resources, define project objectives and performance measures, explain roles and responsibilities to project team members, anticipate risks and risk mitigation strategies. The next phase after the planning, which is the project execution phase, usually starts with a kickoff meeting where the project manager outlines the project objectives to all parties involved. But before this meeting, there is a lot that the project manager absolutely must do during the planning phase. So first of all, he must define the vision and the deliverables of the project. He must therefore define a common objectives for all and what must be done at what moment of the project. He must identify team members and define their roles in terms of who does what in the project. This requires creating a detailed list of team members and providing contact information for each in order to facilitate communication during the project. He must develop an initial project plan. He also must define the measures of success for the project. This will determine how the project will be measured, what will make it successful. So for that matter, it is therefore necessary to define the expectations of the project from the beginning to the end. He must identify potential risks and bottlenecks. He must prepare the team for possible obstacles and put in place a whole process to eliminate them quickly. He has to set up the logistics for communication within the team, how to keep each other informed. This will involve establishing a consistent process for scheduling daily, weekly, or monthly meetings and determining which technology to use for communication purposes. He will have to choose a work process or a project management methodology in order to determine the best practices the project team should follow during the realization of the project. He also has to decide which tools to use. So he has to make sure that everyone in the project has the right tools and knows how to use them in order to complete their task or carry out their tasks in a successful manner. And then finally, he will have to schedule the kickoff meeting. The whole project team and stakeholders must be present at that meeting, even by phone or via video conference. You will have to set up the agenda and prepare the slides for the kickoff meeting. So these slides, you will have to send them before the meeting so that everyone can prepare and give everyone the slides after the meeting for reference purposes.